wardrobe department, we supply and make and source all of the costumes for every production that we do at the Watermill Theatre. So that is working with the designer early on, finding out what their designs are and what their preferences are, getting a real sense of their aesthetic as well, and then working to budget, working to a timescale, and sourcing things, making things, doing fittings with actors, and then once the production is up and running, passing that over to a team that deals with all our laundry maintenance, which I manage, and then we generally are starting on to the next show. So it's a bit of a treadmill of costume production. For the most part, we have a lot of input, but that's partly because the designer has got many different things that they've got to retain in their brain at all times. They've got to juggle a lot, spin a lot of plates. Whereas, here in the costume department, we can focus on the detail, on the costumes, on the actors, on the needs of the design for the costumes. So we're a little bit more focused on it, I think. So we flag up the problems and then hopefully try and solve them for them so they don't have to worry too much. I always was into kind of art and design and thought I wanted to be a theatre designer. Went and did a national diploma in fashion and then did a theatre and performance design degree at a performing arts school. And over the course of that 3 years, we sort of specialised in different areas, and I definitely realised that my preferences were a very costume hands-on role. My brain thinks in soft materials, not in sort of wood and metal. You need to be a good manager of time, but in a sense prioritising what you need to be doing at any one time. So often it's a case of deciding the order in which you're going to do something. If I'm making something from scratch, then obviously need to decide on the fabric. So I need to book a fabric shopping date with the designer. I need to make sure I've got the patterns or draft a pattern. So there's a sort of timeline that works with every different type of production. And because each production is different, whether it's a modern day play where I'm sourcing on the high street, whether it's a period production and I might be hiring period costumes, or I'm making things from scratch, each one of them has quite different needs and a different timescale. And when you have all three of them together, then it's again just about prioritising which element to do first.